Hey, hey everybody. Welcome back to the Pomerium live stream. My name is Nick Taylor. I'm a developer advocate at Pomerium, and today I'm hanging out with Ebony Louis, developer advocate over at Block. Hey Ebony, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. I haven't done a
Yeah.
live stream this early, so it's nice.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. Are you West Coast or are
No,
you
no,
are
no,
you
East Coast too, but normally my live streams are like 12, 1. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. I feel more energized.
Yeah, I'm trying this time slot because like a lot of my coworkers are West Coast, so like in terms of meetings and stuff. But we'll see. Maybe I'll adjust it over time. But just wanted to say, yeah, it's really great to hang today. So you're over at Block, and AI is people have heard of AI, I'm sure. Basically, it's apparently it's gonna be pretty big apparently. And there's a project over at Block called Goose, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And I was wondering for folks, well, I guess before we get started, for folks who might not know who you are, you mind saying just a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Ebony Louis, and I'm a developer advocate at Block, as you mentioned. I've been a developer advocate for, I think it's going to be a year soon.
Oh,
I have
cool,
like a
cool.
little bit of an unconventional background. I went to school for speech language pathology, then I went into software engineering, then technical
Okay.
community management, and now I'm here hanging out with you.
Cool, cool. No, that's cool. I think going on non-traditional paths is kind of a cool thing, you know. Also, hey Arvin in the chat. There's a lot of people I know that have come from unconventional backgrounds. Like, it's pretty wild. But my friend Jessica Wilkins, who I know from Virtual Coffee, she was a professional musician, like an oboist, like and played in like orchestras and stuff. And then I mean, I think she still does that occasionally, but like she transitioned into tech. Somebody else I know was a literal opera singer, and they're in tech now. It's like it's pretty wild. So
yeah, honestly, I think it's so important too. Like, I think it's important to have those like diverse backgrounds, and like when you come from different professions, you bring in like a new perspective. And that's
yeah,
what I love
totally.
about open source too. Like, you're getting so many different people from different perspectives, different levels, working on the same project. Like, it's pretty,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. So yeah, so like you were saying, you've been a developer advocate over at Block for about a year now, and so you've been showcasing Goose a lot lately. I've been seeing it on my timeline everywhere. Obviously, I know Angie, who you work with, and I actually got to see her, like we were saying before, the live stream at All Things Open AI, and she had a lightning talk about Goose. So we're gonna dive a little deeper, but it sounded pretty cool what Goose can do. And I dropped a link in the chat for folks to check out. But I guess in your own words, what is Goose?
Yeah, so to keep it like short and sweet, Goose is essentially an open source AI agent that can automate tasks for you. So essentially, you can give Goose an objective or a goal, and Goose will go out and execute it. And that's the cool part. Like, and you can just watch the magic happen. Like,
Okay, gotcha.
and it's local, so that's also like really big and
Okay.
really cool. You don't have to worry about like your conversations or your sessions being shared or anything. It's all stored locally on your machine where you're running it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And it's open source, and I'm a big fan of open source. Like, I've been working in open source professionally since 2020, so I think it's pretty cool that they put it out in the open. Like that was a conscious decision, I think. Like, I mean, obviously Block's a big company. Jack Dorsey from Twitter created it, or is in charge of it, but like, it's a big company. And I don't know, I like, having been in open source, I just find putting stuff out there just makes your stuff like more robust because people will contribute to it. But it's also like, I don't know, I feel like it's going to build the ecosystem in a positive way, so.
I agree 100%. And we've already had like so many amazing contributions from the community. We do like a Wild Goose Case live stream on Fridays where we highlight those use cases, and they're like insane. One guy created a team of AI agents, so like basically a team of goose. And it's literally insane. And everyone's been working on it. It's just getting better and better as it goes on. So
Cool, cool. No, that's awesome. Just want to say hey to Jeff in the chat too. Jeff's coming out swinging, asking a question already. Said, are there any plans for a Windows version?
Yes. So we are actually working on it. We have a beta version out now that we're testing with like internal users. But if you want the link, I can definitely share it with you if you want to hop into Discord and you can test it out. I know we were trying to just get the build time down.
Okay, cool.
It's coming. Hopefully in like a week the latest.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and drop the link tree here. So Jeff, if you want to just go ahead and go to the Discord there, you can just throw up a message there saying you'd like to. Yeah, feel free to tag Ebony, just saying you'd like to try the Windows version. So I guess that brings me to my next question, because I didn't realize it was only local. Because like I said, I kind of have skimmed over, not skimmed over, but I just kind of have a high level of what Goose is. So is it literally only for local? Like if I wanted to, I don't know, like put an agent like on a DigitalOcean droplet or something, can I still do that? Or is it really meant the use case for local right now?
Yeah, it's definitely meant to be locally ran on your machine. And then there's like the MCP servers and those extensions. And then you can use that to kind of be, I guess, less local if you want. But I feel like the beauty is the fact that it's local and like you have that security that you don't have to worry about. And then there's also like local LLMs, like Olama and stuff that you can plug into it. So that you make sure everything is local.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have Olama on my machine, and it's pretty sweet to have that too. And okay, so you're saying it's local, which is why I guess it started off as just a Mac version. So, and you said kind of the not the magic word, but a word I've been hearing all week at All Things Open AI, and I heard it even before, but MCP. So like and I know a lot of people are still like, what the heck is MCP? I guess in your own words, what the heck is MCP?
What is it? Okay. No, that's fair. And MCPs are really big right now. So they are mono context protocol servers. And in Goose, we refer to them as extensions, but it's the same thing. And what they are is like the best way I think to think about it is just to think of it as a wrapper around different like tools or APIs and like different data sources. So, you know, like back in the day, if you wanted to connect to an API, you'd have to build a custom integration. With MCP servers, you don't have to do that. You can literally plug your AI agent into it. And then we call it like plug in and play is kind of the term that we use. You plug it in and then you can play. And there's so many different extensions, like an MCP synonymous. There's over 1,600 the last time I checked. And
holy crap.
Like, possibilities are endless and it unlocks so much.
Yeah, I'm still ramping up on it, but like a few places I saw they called it like the USB-C for like AI. So you know, no more dongles, just one connection. So
yeah, because it's an open standard. So yeah, as long as you're both working on that standard, you can plug it into any MCP server, any AI agent that also has that open standard.
Yeah, cool, really cool. Okay, so I guess in terms of Goose, is that like Goose runs locally, but is the foundation of Goose is MCP, i.e. like the extensions? Is that
so? Goose is powerful on its own without any extensions, but it becomes more powerful when you add these extensions. It basically just extends its capabilities. Is essentially what it's doing. Like Goose on its own, amazing. Then you add an extension, say a Google Drive extension. Now Goose can like go search files for you, write files for you, create literally anything you want with that extension. It just extends it, adds to its resume, makes it a little smarter.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I think I saw a blog post or like Andy tweeted out, not Andy, sorry, that's my somebody else. Angie, she tweeted out, I think she was doing like, she connected to Asana and then like, I think her Google Drive and stuff. And so like, so, and like, I've read bits about Goose and like, this was used internally initially. And like people just found it like very useful. So they were like, why don't we just open this up? Is that kind of the story?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it was. It was a group of developers internally that created it. We call it devs. And it was just working crazy. And they're like, okay, this is amazing. We're saving so many hours by using this AI agent. And then for Block, like open source is the direction that we're going in. So they're like, okay, let's open source it. And then it just keeps getting better and better, as you said, with more contributions and stuff. And the funniest thing is the name. I believe Goose came from Top Gun? The movie?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I don't know anybody in the chat if you know more. If you know more, I
yeah,
don't, but I
yeah.
know.
I've seen the movie. It's an old movie, but basically, I'm guessing it's called Goose because so Tom Cruise's character is called Maverick, and he's like they're fighter pilots, and like they're hotheads, cocky people. But Goose was his co-pilot, so I'm guessing Goose is like your co-pilot to some
Mhm.
degree.
Yeah.
And it's also fun. Every time I hear Goose, all I just want to say is the goose is loose. Which so it's
We have so we have so many of those. Like in Discord, you'll see like there's this one guy, he puts together so many like different like Goose reference. Like
yeah.
it's hilarious. I can't even think of them off the top of my head right now, but they're hilarious.
Cool.
That's Goose.
Um,
That's one.
yeah. Okay, so that's a great overview of kind of what Goose is, and we chatted a bit before the live stream,
Mhm.
and you were suggesting why don't I get my hands dirty and just let's try and
Yeah,
do
let's
something.
do it. I like that
Okay.
you haven't gotten too into Goose yet. So this will be nice. We'll get some first impressions. Let's get it
Yeah.
on your
Cool.
computer. Let's get you ready so that after this you become a diehard Goose fan.
All right, sounds good. And also, hey Rizal, how you doing? Good to see you. And
Hey,
hey
oh,
Tanya, thanks
yeah.
for joining us. Yeah, Rizal's awesome. Didn't I was reading? I think she posted, or was it you that posted, or maybe it was both of you. You did a meetup recently too.
Yeah, we did. It was amazing. We did an AI agent meetup in Boston covering
Okay.
Goose. I did a talk. Alex did a talk. We had 70 participants, and I
Oh
believe
wow.
40 of them on the spot started working
Okay.
with Goose and like utilizing it, which was really, really cool. People were excited. It was great. It was just great energy.
Nice,
Really,
nice.
really nice.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here,
I'm
and
excited.
let's see
Yeah,
here,
I like how
entire
smiling
screen.
too.
There we go. Cool. Can you see that? Okay, Ebony.
It's a little blurry.
Okay, that could be the internet connection.
Oh, looks good. Looks good.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm zoomed in all the
Oh,
way.
look. I did a blog post.
Oh, you know what it is? It's because I have a widescreen, so it's that's as big as I can get it, I guess. Well, we'll work with that. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so I've got the repo here. So I guess repository. Sorry. So if we're gonna get started, what should I do?
I'm going to give you a link and just go straight to the docs. And we're gonna go from install Goose. We're gonna install Goose together.
Okay, so
Oh,
so
go down
skip
to
the
installation.
installation. Okay.
Perfect. All right,
Okay.
let's
Cool.
do the desktop. So go
Okay.
to Goose desktop.
Okay. I'll just open up terminal here.
We don't need the terminal. Let's do the desktop instead of.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All
I think
right.
it'll be better visuals for everybody watching.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go get the Silicon version.
Ooh.
Cool. Let's get that. Downloads.
When a Canadian uses Goose, is it a Canadian Goose then?
Yeah. Yeah. I could do that. There's yeah. And you should do some kind of sponsorship deal with Canada Goose, which is like a really good brand of
The jackets?
yeah.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
I could see that being a big thing. All right, cool. So so I downloaded Goose and I just installed it. I'm opening
Oh,
up Goose
nice.
here.
Get bigger.
Okay, cool. I can zoom
Yeah.
in. Perfect. So the desktop started, and this is where I start off. So what's the next step here?
Okay, so now we're going to choose a provider. So this is you connecting your large language model to Goose. I
Okay.
gave you mine that we can use.
Yeah, that's for Anthropic. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I won't. I'll take this off screen for a sec if I have to add the key. So let's just give me
Not
one
sure.
sec there. Don't.
Thank you. My
Yeah,
wallet
no.
start crying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't need wallets crying on today's stream. So okay,
No, we're
cool.
starting the day off good. We don't need that.
Okay, all right. So we got the key in. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so what's next? I guess.
Okay, so now we want to get out of it. Scroll up.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, launch. Sorry. Click the launch button.
Okay. Perfect.
Yay. Okay, we have Goose. We're in action.
All right. Okay, so we got Sonnet. Okay, awesome. Okay.
Let's just start by saying hi, Goose. Let's just say hey, make sure like everything's connected. You're good to go.
Okay. Hi, Goose.
Oh, maybe we should take a comment off the screen just so that we could see.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Thank you. Cool. Where is it? Show. Which one was that? Oh yeah, Goose then Jeff's. Okay. Hold on a sec.
Perfect. Oh,
okay. There we go. Cool, cool.
Okay, you can just say
Okay.
hey, Goose. Let's just see if we're like connected and up and running and everything.
I'm gonna do like they do in Top Gun. Talk to me, Goose.
Cute.
Okay, I'll zoom this in a bit more, just so people can see it better. Okay,
All right,
so
good.
uh, all right, so okay, so first off, I guess this is the AI prompt from Goose to say who they are.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
And also, like, I don't know if you saw it before, I should have called it out. There was like little like prompts that you could have clicked if you didn't know how to get started or what you wanted to do. There were little
Oh
ideas,
yeah, yeah. Okay,
making
yeah.
things like that. So I want to
Okay.
call out a few things here. If we
Yeah.
look down, we can see like what directory you're working in. And if you click on that little like carrot thing, you can change the directory that you want Goose to be in or
Okay.
just working and looking at. And then
Okay.
next to it, we have Goose mode.
Okay. Yeah.
On that. So these are like different approval modes for Goose. So completely autonomous means Goose is gonna like go crazy in a good way and be you're gonna get
Okay.
the full experience of Goose. Essentially, it's gonna do all
All
the
right.
calls, and that's
Crazy
the
Goose.
extension called Crazy Goose.
Okay. Cool.
And then smart approval is if you want maybe before Goose calls an extension or
Okay.
two, you want to get that approval. You want to say yes or no. That's another option you could do. And then we have chat only, and that's if maybe you like just like having the brainstorming conversation before Goose takes
Okay.
action. You can just put it in chat only, brainstorm, and then decide if you want to switch the modes. And
Okay. Cool.
then on the far right is the model that you're using. So we're using
Okay.
Claude Revive Sonnet. Okay, cool. All right,
Cool.
I feel like we should add an extension. Like let's just get in there. Okay,
Okay. Cool.
click the three dots, the top,
Okay.
and then
All
go down
right.
to settings.
Cool. I'm gonna zoom this out a bit for a sec, just
Yeah,
so
you see
I know
it.
people won't be able to read it completely, maybe, but I'll zoom in after. Okay.
Okay.
So I see the extensions here. I have a developer mode on. It looks
Mhm.
like.
So
Okay.
when you download Goose, you're gonna get the developer mode. It's gonna automatically be enabled for you. So the rest of
Okay.
them are built-in extensions. So we have the computer controller, we have a JetBrains one, a memory one, and a tutorial one. The tutorial one
Okay.
is also a good place to start. It can kind of take you through, like if you really don't know what kind of extension you want to use or what you want to do, it can take
Okay.
you through it and guide you. The developer extension is going to give you like all the shell commands and things like that, which is why it's going to come enabled. It's pretty
Okay.
important. And then the memory extension is one of my favorites. Like I love me and the memory extension, we go together so bad. Like
Okay.
so the memory extension, the way that I like to use it is you can basically teach Goose like different preferences about you or to like remember different
Okay.
commands or basically anything you want Goose to remember. I
Okay.
was building a model context protocol server. I had Goose go out and learn everything about MCPs. I was like, okay, go learn
Okay.
about MCPs. I want to create a TypeScript one. It learned it, and I said, okay, now remember like the important key steps and the steps that I need to take to implement it. And then the next
Okay.
day I woke up and I'm like, hey, Goose, like, what are we going to do today? What's the model context protocol stuff? And it just picked up right there.
Cool.
So
Cool.
that one's a really strong one. And then JetBrains, if you have the JetBrains IDE, this is great because you could just work with Goose right in it. And it has
Okay.
context over your project. And
Oh,
then
nice.
computer controller is the one I think we should do today. Let's do the computer controller one. So
Okay.
we're going
Cool.
to toggle that on. And I think it would be nice if we go back to the website and we can
Okay.
show everyone the actual tutorial for it.
Cool.
We can run through
Also, just want to say hey to Ace in the chat. Good to see you.
Hey,
Cool. That's the quick start you're talking about?
let's go. See at the top how it says tutorials?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Mention stop. Yeah, let's go there. And then we're going to go down to computer controller.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, cool. And all of our extensions, even like these, so some of these are custom extensions. So these are
Okay.
the ones that you need to like actually plug into Goose. The other ones that I just showed you were the what's it called? Straight out the box.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Built-in extensions. Brain fart. So okay, let's do the computer controller one.
Okay.
So essentially the computer controller, it gives Goose access to like search the web, handle different control different things on your system.
Okay.
Just scroll down a little bit, which every tutorial you're going to see like how to install it. I mean, how to add
Okay.
it. You're going to see an example prompt and things like that to get you started. And I
Okay.
really like this one. Rizal came up with this one. So this
Okay.
is the prompt that I think we should use if you want to read it, or I could read it. And then we come up with our own prompt after this if we want on what we
Yeah.
want Goose to do. But okay, I'll just do it.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, so I'll just like sum it up. So long story short, in this prompt, what we're going to do, we're basically asking Goose, like, I have some research that I want you to do for me. So Goose is going to go and research some AI models. But while it's doing that, it's going to create like a relaxing environment while it's off doing all the hard work and doing all the
Okay.
research. So it's going to play classical music. It's going to dim the brightness on your screen. It's going to do the research. And then it's going to create a CSV file for you and then reset the brightness and close your Safari. So kind of just like decompress while Goose is off working hard.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and copy this.
Yeah.
Let's come back over. I don't know if the audio will come through, but if it doesn't,
okay, maybe not.
I'm just trying to see if I can. Here, wait, let me stop screen sharing for 1 sec.
Okay.
I'll just see if I have an option to. Oh yeah, also share audio.
Okay, cool.
To share audio, share a tab instead. Okay, that's why I couldn't do it. Okay, cool. So I guess I should wait till Safari opens to share the audio, or is that where it's gonna play?
Think this through. Yeah, it will play through Safari.
Okay, cool. So I'll just share my whole screen for the moment, and then once we get the Safari opens, I'll switch it over to there so people can hear it. So okay, cool. So I guess I need to get out of here, right?
Top corner.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And I'll just zoom out a bit for a second. All right. Okay. So yeah, so I'm posting the prompt about decompressing, play me some classical, and let's see what Goose has got. All right, cool.
See.
Okay. Also, I like your animated GIF with Goose flying there with
Isn't it amazing?
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Goose wants don't allow, or I'll say allow. Sure.
Let's allow it.
Oh, okay, I can't do that right now. Oh, you can hear it?
No, I don't hear it. But we know Goose has done it. We see the proof.
Yeah. I'll
place, but no. What is it asking you?
Oh, it's
like
system settings.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Hold on a sec. Okay, yeah, this is kind of standard like for a lot of things. So okay, I'll just reopen Goose, but I won't play the audio anyways because I don't know if, well, I guess that song isn't copyrighted because it's old, but I can confirm that it's playing classical music. You can see the video playing. So but that was pretty cool. So I guess a quick question I have is like, how does that work? like I get Goose, the desktop app is running here. But I guess how, okay, so it tells me what it did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that a Mac thing? Like, is that part of Apple script or is this something from Goose itself?
Okay, so I'll walk you through like kind of what happens when you put a prompt into your AI agent or into Goose. So right now we put this prompt into Goose, and what Goose did is it took our prompt, our like request, our goal, etc., and it sent it over to your LLM. So for us, that was Anthropic, and it sent it over with a list of tools that are available and the tools mentioned. So it sent it over and said, "This is what the user wants to do. They want me to dim their brightness, do some research." And this is the extension. Oh, I can't even speak. And these are the extensions that I have. These are the capabilities that I have. So we have the developer enabled and we have the computer controller. So it's sent that over to your LLM. And then between Goose and your LLM, they're having their own little private conversation. Like, okay, let's use this extension. Let's use the computer controller extension to do this functionality. And then Goose is the one that can actually do it because it has access and context to your system.
Okay, yeah.
So then that's when it goes down. So if you scroll down, you can see different like outputs and when it's doing the web scraping.
Okay, cool.
We ran into a little error.
Oh, I hit a rate limit. That could be because of the key, maybe. Yeah, that's all good. Rizal was saying this one's hard to demo. She said.
Yeah, you can see the research.
Yeah, exactly. But
let me log in and add more money real quick.
Yeah, I think maybe the key gave me was like hitting its rate already.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because I used my personal one, but I did like let me reload.
Yeah, but it's all good. But that's pretty cool. So
we can also go like back to the docs, and then we can look at a different extension if you want to play around with something else.
Yeah, sure. Let me just close Safari here. Okay, so that's pretty cool though. So basically the computer controller extension can do pretty much anything that you could do as a user on your computer without like admin access, I guess, like non-sudo stuff, or can it
Yeah.
do?
It's pretty
Okay.
much, it has access. Like it can search the web. It can do your computer settings.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
There's a
Okay.
lot. Like as you see on the side, there's an Asana extension. There's
Yeah.
Fetch extension, Figma extension. The Figma one's a really cool one too. You can
Okay.
plug Goose into Figma and then have Goose kind of recreate a design. That one is
Okay.
really cool if you click on it. And each of them have videos too, which is nice. Where you can
Okay.
actually see it happening. And then you'll find
Okay.
like the Goose prompt, the Goose output for an example for you.
Okay. Yeah. Here. Okay. Yeah. I don't have a Figma key, so we don't have to go through it. But so it
You can
basically
also
takes
send a video.
idea to basically actual.
Yeah, like it'll take the
Okay.
image and like code it out and create
Okay.
it. And it's really, really cool to see.
Yeah. No, that is super cool.
You can
I
also
know.
video if you wanted to, just so
Okay.
you could kind of see more. Or pick any of them on the side, and there's like a little short, less than a minute
Yeah.
video.
Here, I'll pop this one open. Let's see if I can get the whole thing here.
Oh, sound.
Yeah. Let me get the sound in. That's just on my. Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll do that. Just so we can hear Ace speaking. So
Yes, let's hear Ace.
cool. All right. So that is this one. No, this one. Yeah. Okay. Share that. Audio's on. Okay. Cool. Let's do this again.
Okay. Take two.
Yeah.
Want to turn your Figma designs to code in minutes using Goose?
You hear that now?
Here's how to plug and play.
Okay. Cool.
Let's provide Goose with the commands and your Figma access token as an environment variable. Now let's play. Hey Goose, convert my Figma design into a web page. Apply all the styles and components in the design. And make sure to implement any interactions or animations. Goose has broken down my design into HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Added my sections and all the styling and animations. Thanks, Goose. Get started with Goose at blog.github.io/Goose.
That's cool.
Ace saying
Want to turn your Figma design
is hilarious.
Yeah. No, that's super cool though. I know we're obviously not going to have a chance to go through all
All
the
of them.
extensions because there's just so many. But I guess a question I had was the extensions that are here. Like I saw like for this one, for the Figma one, for example, it's @happens. Is this a community plugin or extension, I should say?
Yep. So
Okay.
actually, it's segued into the next link that I just sent you.
Okay, perfect.
So Glama, if that's the way you say it, .ai, they have like a great list or directory of MCP servers. And some of them are community built. Some of them are actually like from official sources.
Okay.
You scroll down. What I like about using this site specifically is they have like this grading or this score bar that they give for each extension. So sometimes because you're using a community build extension, right? So you don't really know what you're getting. You're going to hope everyone's acting in good faith, right? But it's still, there's bad actors and everything. So this is really cool because you can see that it has checks for security, it checked for license, it checked for quality. And then if you scroll down, you might see some that haven't had all the full checks. And although this is a starting point, you still want to, do your own research before you plug into any MCP server or any MCP extension. But this is a good resource, I think, for an starting point. When you want
it looks like a lot of them are all A's, but to your point though, there's probably one in here that's like a B or a C or maybe even not really.
Funny, because when I first opened this site, maybe 3 days ago, there was a lot that were red. And I think because MCP has become super big, maybe they kind of filtered them out. There were so many, and then I looked yesterday and I'm like, they're all green. I think they just did some filtering or something, or people got their ish together and was like, hold on, everyone's looking at MCPs. Let me get mine up to code. That too. Yeah, model context protocol.
Yeah, that's super cool though, and in the ecosystem of MCP is just growing day by day, I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, 1,600 servers, and this is new. This is technology. So it's that's so fast people are able to build it. And there's SDKs out there to help you build an MCP server even faster than having to start from scratch.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I guess a question I had is, so Goose runs locally. Extensions are MCP servers, or and then Goose has, I guess, an MCP client built into it to connect to the servers. Is that
Yeah, so
how it
Goose
works?
is the client. You're connecting to the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Okay. Cool.
it. Look at
Okay.
you,
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, no, I'm still new to all this stuff, but it's like super cool. I honestly didn't realize that Goose was run locally, so like I'm already
Yeah,
thinking of all the cool things I can do with it, like locally for my productivity.
I love
So
that.
um, I don't know if this is too ambitious, but I'm just kind of curious. Like,
It's
so right now, like I have access to a folder. Like if I open up, let's see here, if I go to my own website for my live stream.
Mhm.
Um, s- uh, so I have that selected now. Um, okay, this is zoomed out. Let me, there we go. So here's the like example prompts that you were saying.
Yes.
I guess with the file system, like what can I do exactly? Can I say like Goose refactor my like HTML, or like write a function for me, or
Yeah,
like is that stuff it can do? Okay.
literally, yes, literally Goose can do I want to say anything to be honest, but yeah, with the
Yeah.
developer extension, you can do that. I haven't
Okay.
figured out how to add a card on here to put more. Um, is that not even like it's not even showing me how to do it. Okay, anyways, for you to like actually play around some more, I wish we had like prepared this a little better with the API key. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
that's what I was referring to, the API key for you to actually be able to do it. But yeah,
Okay.
the developer extension, you could do that. There's also a file system extension that I actually played around with recently. And
Okay.
that allowed Goose. I basically had 3 different projects and I wanted Goose to like run a code analysis across all 3 projects. And it did it
Okay.
like and it was a detailed report. I have the tutorial up if you wanted to like skim through it. But
Okay.
there's I don't think there's anything you can think of that Goose cannot do. If
Yeah.
Goose innately can't do it, there's got to be an extension out there that
Yeah.
you
Or you build it.
or get your hands dirty and build one. Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's fun to build one too.
I was gonna ask, so like Goose is kind of more like the client, like you're saying, and like the place where you can ask your questions and stuff. You wire it up to different models, like we did with the Anthropic. Um,
Yeah.
is is there something in Goose or in Goose SDKs on how to create an MCP server, or is that separate? Like that's just like you do an MCP on your own, and Goose is just the client with all these other niceties, or
Yeah, so you would create your MCP like on your own. Oh, Roselle said she could send you an API key. Look at Roselle.
okay, yeah, cool.
Good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would create your MCP server on your own, and it's its own like entity, and then you're plugging Goose into it. So
Yeah.
there's nothing built into Goose on showing you how. I mean, you can ask Goose to teach you how to create an MCP server for sure. You can do the research, you can give
Yeah.
it the docs and all of that, and you guys can build it together.
Okay.
But it's its own thing that you need to like then publish and things like that in order to connect to.
Okay, cool. And just to be clear for folks that saw the error I got there, it's just Goose is not broken. It's just the API key I'm using is it's
Yeah.
hit its rate limit. So we're gonna try it with another key. But this is pretty cool so far. Like I really didn't realize that this is what it was. So like it's
Do you feel
like
excited?
yeah, well, because you were saying we were talking before, or maybe I mentioned at the start of the stream, but like it started off internally. People were like, "Damn, I'm like so productive with this. We should just open this up," and like, which is what you did. But like, yeah, I didn't realize like this is gonna like level up my productivity. Pretty much is what I can
Yes,
tell so far.
it will.
Okay,
And
cool,
I
cool.
can't wait to hear about it. Like you have to tell me all the cool things you're doing with Goose. And let's click
Yeah.
on the message that Ace just posted.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's
Here.
good.
Cool.
Remember the tutorial extension that I showed you is like a good starting point? There
Yeah.
actually is a tutorial in there that can show you how to create an MCP server.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if we look for MCP,
Oh wait, just go to
oh, it's just down here.
click on tutorial extension. Scroll down. You're almost there.
Okay, yeah,
In alphabetical order.
tutorial.
You want to go down to T.
Oh
Scroll,
yeah,
scroll, scroll. You
there
got
we
it
go.
right there. Perfect. So in this tutorial extension, which is what I showed you when you first like opened Goose, how it had those built-in extensions, tutorial was one of them.
Yeah.
Inside of that, it can teach you how to create an MCP server. It's one of the tutorials that it has, which is
okay, cool. Okay, yeah.
And then also
cool.
we do have like a guide on building a custom extension. If you wanted to utilize that resource, it's in Python. I don't know what your preferred language is, but we do have that too if you scroll down on the sidebar.
Okay, cool. Where is that? Over on the side.
Go to architecture.
Okay, yeah.
I lied. That's not where it is.
Extension design.
Guides. Scroll up.
Okay, cool.
Guides.
Extension.
Let's search it. Oh, right there, right there. Building custom extensions. I lied. It's under tutorials.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's right. It was right in front of us.
I was going on a scavenger hunt.
All good. Oh yeah, no worries, Rizal. It's all good. Cool. Yeah, Rizal's just getting us a different API key. I should have asked you if I needed a key. I should have got one before, but
yeah, and I also should have checked the balance.
All good. This is the beauty of for people that don't live stream. Things go wrong sometimes. Not a bad thing. It's just this is what would happen in real life. So so you know we're not a perfect YouTube tutorial here right now. So okay, so this is I guess just to clarify. So you said that extensions are basically MCP servers. So this is how to build an MCP server.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is something I definitely want to dig into. Like, I don't think we'll have time today, but like this is something I'd like to try on my own, because like obviously there's all these community extensions like Google Drive, Asana, or whichever.
Yeah.
But I could totally see, and I imagine you probably do this within Block as well. You have like custom APIs or stuff for work-related things that you could just basically wire it up and create your own MCP server.
Yeah, literally. We have like so many actively being built right now. I actually built an Afterpay MCP extension. It's just internally though, sorry. But
yeah, no, all good.
Just like that, like what you said, when you have like any internal workflows or things, there's an internal Jira one being created. There's a lot. It's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Snowflake, so many.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And like you said, it's in Python, and I haven't really done a lot of Python, but I'd say to people, if you were to go through the tutorial, I wouldn't be too intimidated by it, because like your IDE, you know, like whatever you're using, Cursor, JetBrains, VS Code, Windsurf, whatever, like there's AI capabilities in there, so you can learn the language as you go, as you build it, I guess, too.
Literally, we had one person that's not a front-end engineer at all use Goose and created a full front-end service, and they were like, "I'm amazing." So yeah, AI really does, like, it'll help you get up to speed with like a new language or etc. really, really fast, and then with Goose, the AI agent can just do it for you with just like you guiding it in natural language, which is really cool.
Yeah, totally. I had a couple questions. Like if we come back to Goose here and just go back to the settings. So you were saying like the memory one is one of your favorite extensions?
Yes, I love the memory extension. Maybe we could try the memory extension really quick. Maybe I have enough juice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess my question was, is this memory in the sense of like, say, like for example, like Claude projects have custom instructions. Is it like additional context to memory, or is this it just remembers past conversations, or what is it exactly?
So this is a little different. What you're referring to would be what we have as, we call it Goose hints, where you give Goose a little bit more context, and it's similar to like the cursor rules and stuff like that. But what for the memory extension specifically, you could save like things to local memories, like local to that project, or global memory. So anything you tell Goose to remember, it's gonna remember it.
Okay.
So it's just like easier when you start a new session. You're able to like pick back up things like that. Or if you have like maybe your team has a standardized API development standards that they follow, you can say, Goose, remember this. Then whenever you and Goose are working on any project that has to do with it, it's going to make sure your code adheres to that standard. Things like that.
Cool. Rizal said she DM'd the API key to you. I'm assuming it's you because I didn't get a DM from her. So
okay, let's see.
Oh, she actually just DM'd me too. So, okay, I'll go ahead and copy it. So let me get out of here. So if I want to reset my API key for Anthropic, how do I go about that?
Let's
Is it
go
in
to
settings?
settings. Yes.
Okay.
Go.
And I'll go off screen though, just so
Okay.
cool.
Go off memory. Okay, let me pull up mine.
Okay.
I can't see it anymore.
Oh yeah, wait.
Settings. Go to models.
Okay.
I think yours would be a little different because I'm using the intro.
Oh, okay. No, I see it. Okay. Okay. Here, wait. I'll walk. I'll show people. I won't show the key, obviously, but so basically, I was here, and then I had Cloud Sonnet selected, so I went browse for models, and then it's just basically configure, and then I'll just come here and I'll just add it again. So give me 1 second here. All right, so there, delete.
And then choose Open Router.
Okay, yeah, okay, I just got to put in the key again. 1 sec here. Thank you, Rizal, for coming in clutch.
We can't hear you, but we see the comments.
Okay.
You clicked Open Router, correct?
I picked what? Sorry.
So go show us your models.
Okay. Yeah.
The provider screen.
Yeah. Here. Let's come back here. Okay. I updated the key. So
we're gonna do. So what we did essentially, we used the Anthropic provider, but the one that Rizal gave you is actually an Open Router.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. All right. Open Router. Okay. Submit. Okay.
Yay. Okay.
All right, cool. So I have that selected now, and then we should have, do I need to pick a model now for Open Router? Will it show up in the list here or?
Let's see. Oh yeah, go back to your tools and settings.
Okay.
Well, you can actually click it right there. Oh, that works too, that's fine.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so I don't need to select this. Go to browse again?
Go to browse. I think you need to uncheck, go to configure.
Okay.
And then exit.
Okay, delete.
Okay.
Cannot delete the configuration for
go back to models.
Okay.
Press exit, go down to models.
I think I can.
And then press browse.
Okay, browse.
Okay, there we go. And then we need to pick a model. So provider.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's why. Okay.
I don't know models off the top of my head though. For Open
Router. That's a good question. I've never used Open Router.
Just add it in the DM.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, sorry. Let me check. So Open Router. You can choose Open Router as your provider, and you can still choose Anthropic.
Okay, it's the same one. It's the same one. Okay, okay. All right, we're good.
Okay.
We're in business.
Okay. All right. So let's go back.
All right.
Okay.
Now we can start a new session if you'd like. Then let's figure out what would you like to do. Do you want to test out the memory extension? Do you want?
Yeah, we can do that.
Tutorial extension. I don't know.
Okay. Gonna ask you a silly question. How do I start a new session?
Click those 3 dots again in the top right.
Yeah.
And then click new session.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, okay. Or I can do Command N. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess for the memory, like, what's a good question to ask?
You enabled it, right? Let's double check that it's enabled. Click on your 3 dots.
Yeah, should be enabled.
Settings. Okay, we're good. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Let's get out of here. And let me just get the other window back. Okay.
Cool. So I guess maybe we can have like Goose do some like research first so it has something to save. Or maybe you can just tell it like, or you can just say like, Goose, my favorite browser preference is Chrome. So whenever you open Chrome or whatever, whenever you open the browser, make sure you use Chrome and then tell it to remember it.
Okay. I'll put, I'm going to say Microsoft Edge. I don't know if it'll remember that, but.
Wait,
okay, so
remember it. That's the key thing. You actually have to Goose, remember my favorite browser is blah, blah, blah. Or you
okay, is it best? Okay, it doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. It's the API key. Something. It's not right. Okay, cool. Well, Just want to clarify, it's not Goose.
It's not
working.
Goose.
Okay.
It's just not being prepared with our API.
I know we got about like 10 minutes, so let's just double check maybe again here. So I've got, okay, there. Open router. Okay, there we go. That should be okay.
Oh, okay.
I think we didn't select. I think it was still using the
Let's go use the
Anthropic one.
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah. All right, so let's give it a go. I'm feeling good.
Me too.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
So,
all right, let's just copy and paste the same message.
yeah. Now, can I do it here or should I start a new session?
No, do it in there. Let's see what happens.
Cool. Okay, Goose is working now. Okay, I'm feeling good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so it's added it to the memory.
And it added it globally.
And it added some tags, I guess, for just additional context. Okay.
Yeah, so the tags are like whenever you're working with it, those will kind of be like the key phrases for it to know when to use it. So I guess we could try to use it right now. We can tell Goose to, I don't know, open YouTube or something.
Okay.
Because we have our computer controller extension enabled.
Goose, open YouTube. Hopefully it opens in the right browser. I have it. Yeah, I knew it was gonna open in the browser where I have Restream, but okay, here it is.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for that.
So that's cool. Yeah, no, yeah, appreciate that.
And that's just like a simple one. Like obviously what you could do with the memory is more powerful than just that, but just for the demo preference, just for the fact of the demo, we could just do something really simple as far as that.
Okay. And I guess I could even say like, my preferred editor is like, remember my editor and so on.
Anything.
Okay.
Yes. And then
cool.
I want to kind of like hint really quickly at like Goose hints that you mentioned. That'd be another place where if you want to go to the docs.
Okay, you're talking about these hints here or some?
No,
you mean the custom instructions? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's if you wanted to like add more context to Goose, have it remember things. If you go down, you're almost there. Scroll down a little bit. Oop, too fast. Go back up. Oh. It's so hard.
Sorry.
No, go faster.
Okay, right there. Oh, Goose hints. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this will be kind of similar to like your cursor rules and stuff like that, where you can just give Goose like additional context over your projects or the way you want Goose to improve communication with you. Literally anything that you don't see yourself changing that much, you'd want to put it in here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's cool that they have that because like I use this, like I said, in Claude, and I know there's cursor rules and stuff. And this is like, I remember when I was learning Go, I'm still not like a Go expert, but I did some Go when I was working at Open Sauce, and my coworker John has done a lot of Go. So like I was using Claude and like just asking, this is what I'm trying to do, and it would give me some Go code, and then like I would get it running. And then when John was reviewing the PR, he's like, this is good Go code, but it's old Go code. So then like, he was like, for example, you only use code that is for Go 1.22.5. And so I added that into my Claude project instructions. So that's something I would do in like Goose hints, I guess.
Yeah, you could put that there. You could even put that in memory too, since it's something so like small. You could put that there and just tell it like, hey, remember this going forward whenever we're working on any code.
Okay. I was going to ask you where you put them, but the next step here tells you where. So there's the global Goose hints, and then so local hints file. Would that be just like if I'm in my repository, I would add them in there?
Say there's like these are just specific to that project you're working on with Goose, and you want these like this extra context to be just about that. You would put it there. Okay,
cool. No, that's super cool, super useful. For people who haven't used like cursor rules or Claude project custom instructions, it's definitely something I would recommend doing because it just adds it to your context every time you ask something. So that's cool.
Save on those minutes too.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask another question, which I probably know the answer, but I'm just gonna ask the obvious one anyways. Is like, so Goose is an MCP client. It's got the desktop is great for just like chat and like asking questions and getting stuff done. But under the hood, Goose doesn't have any large language models, right? It's either you connect to Ollama with local models or cloud-based models like Anthropic or OpenRouter, right?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
think that's one of the beauties with Goose is that you can bring your own LLM to it. So if you prefer like Grok or Google, like Gemini, whatever you prefer, you
Yeah.
can bring it to Goose. So
Okay.
you can connect to whatever LLM of your choice. And the thing to keep, like something important to note is that the LLM you choose is super important because, as
Hmm.
I mentioned, like that's kind of like the brain, right? So like Goose has all the functionality and the context to be able to perform the task, but the
Okay.
LLM is where they kind of brainstorm together to figure out how we're going to approach certain things.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, this is super cool. Like again, like I'd heard of Goose, and I didn't real well. We're looking at the desktop right now, but there's a CLI as well, right?
Yes, there's a CLI as well. I thought
Yeah.
that might be better for demo purposes, but the
Yeah. Yeah. For
CLI
sure.
is great as well.
Okay. And basically with the CLI, it's basically similar. Like I still ask the questions like Goose, remember my favorite browser, but I'm just
Yep,
doing it in the CLI, right? Okay.
yep, all the same.
Yeah. Yeah. This is 100% not what I thought Goose was
I
in a good way.
I
Like
remember the beginning.
I just I don't know what I thought I thought it was for building
Building
agents,
AI agents, yeah, that's what she
but it's more like just like you said, you can build your MCP server, which is an extension in Goose. But this is kind of like what runs all the MCP servers, and it's I guess just to summarize, like with Goose, you can install all kinds of extensions. You can create your own extensions, and this is really meant more as a productivity tool, whether that's like managing your calendar, but also integrating with like your editor if you're a dev,
Yeah,
basically.
it can do anything. It's not just for developers, right? Like
Yeah.
Goose is for non-developers, developers, like the possibilities are endless. But yeah, essentially that's what it is. It's an AI agent. You basically give it a goal or an objective of yours. And as long as it has the tools, those
Yeah.
extensions needed, it can do it. But even without the tools, we saw there's a bunch of built-in extensions that
Okay.
keep you up and running.
Okay. No, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, this is really neat, and I'm definitely going to be using this because,
Yeah, I love
uh, yeah, I'm gonna start off with like some of the built-in extensions or take a peek at the
the tutorial, maybe the tutorial too.
yeah, yeah, totally, yeah. I know we're pretty much at time, and I know you have a hard stop, Ebony, so I definitely don't want to keep you. I want to be mindful of your time,
Thank you.
but I do want to say that this was super cool. Thanks for coming in to demo all this, and
Of course.
thanks
Thank
everybody in the chat. We got a ton of people watching. I didn't realize that there's it's like
you.
almost 250 people. So the goose is loose, and apparently people like geese. So cool,
Thank
cool,
you so much for
awesome.
having me. This was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, cool, cool. All right, everybody else, take care, and we do have another stream coming up. I'll have to check the schedule because my mind's blank at the moment. But I know we've got Chad Whitaker from Century who runs like the open source over there, and yeah, I think that's the next. Oh yeah, and we got Brian Rinaldi from Local Stack coming on soon after I'm back from England. So cool, cool. Well, thanks everybody for hanging. And Evan, if you don't mind, just stay on for 1 second and
Of course.
take care, everybody.
Bye.